rate of interest. Last lecture we learn about the compound interest and simple interest. Okay. In this lecture we learn about the nominal and effective rate of interest. Okay. आता to understand the concept of nominal and effective rate of interest, first of all we study a small example. Here everyone is able to view this PDF document. I think everyone is able to view. So here a reputed financial institution advertise its fixed deposit scheme, आणि ह्या फिक्स डिपॉझिट स्कीम वर त्यांनी 12 इयरली 2 years and 3 years वरती annual आणि क्वार्टरली हे रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट घेतलेला आहे. ओके. सो फिक्स डिपॉझिट annual quarterly in first year, second year annual quarterly. So रेग्युलर जे कस्टमर आहेत त्यांचे फिक्स डिपॉझिट साठी तर त्यांनी 8.70 ठेवलाय, क्वार्टरली 8.45 आहे. नेक्स्ट वन एन्युअली नेक्स्ट 2 months 2 years साठी 9.10 आहे आणि इथे 8.85. आता आणि फॉर सिनियर सिटीजन साठी रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट वेगळा आहे. सो ऑब्झर्व दिस टेबल अँड जस्ट टेल मी which rate of interest is greater. Yes, anyone? Is annual or quarterly? Annual means आपको yearly rate of interest भरना पड़ेगा and quarterly that means after after 3 months. After 3 months, sorry. So just tell me, anyone who has rate of interest is more. If you observe here annually 8.70 and quarterly 8.45, there is a difference between some points. Okay, here 8.95%, here 8.70%. Okay, like that. That means annual rate of interest is more than quarterly rate of interest. Okay, so for consider in case of regular fixed deposit, in this regular fixed deposit for 12 months, हा पहिला 1 year चा आपण consider करू. For comparison, suppose a sum of 100 हे fixed deposit आहे 100 आणि त्याच्यावर जर मी 8.70% रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट घेतला तर टोटल एन्युअल इंटरेस्ट काय होईल? 8.70% of 100. That means 8.70. Okay, rate of interest. Everyone got this calculation? Yes or no? So here rupees 100, rupees 100 and here rupees 100 वरती fixed deposit is rupees 100. Okay, fixed deposit rupees 100 and rate of interest is 8.70%. Okay, that means 100 चा 8.70 किती होईल पर्सेंट नि करायचं ना आपल्याला. आणि सिम्पली कॅल्क्युलेशन असं आहे 100 into 8.70% म्हणजे 8.70 divided by 100. Okay, so 100 get cancelled, it becomes 8.70 on 100 rupees. So total is 100. Okay, 0.00. 100 plus 8.70, it become 108.70. एवढा आपल्याला इंटरेस्ट प्लस आपले पैसे एवढा इंटरेस्ट आपल्याला भेटेल. 108 टोटल अमाऊंट, सॉरी, इंटरेस्ट 8.70 रुपीज भेटेल RS ऑन 100 आणि टोटल अमाऊंट आपल्याला इयरली म्हणजे 12 मंथ्स मध्ये 108.70 भेटेल. ओके, इज एव्हरीवन गॉट दिस? येस ऑर नो? This one is a simple calculation. And क्वार्टरली इंटरेस्ट स्कीम. आता क्वार्टरली इंटरेस्ट स्कीम वर किती रुपीज पर्सेंट मध्ये भेटणार आहेत? सपोज फिक्स डिपॉझिट आपण 100 ठेवलं, 8.45%. तर रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट फॉर द फर्स्ट क्वार्टर म्हणजे 3 मंथ नंतर, सो it become 8.45 divided by 4. Okay, 8.45. Why is this divided by 4? Because in a year there are 12 months, and after every 3 months we pay they pay the interest you. So 4 into 3 is an 12 years. So we get 2.1125. So that first quarter amount is 100 plus 2.1125 is equal to 102.1125. Okay, हे झालं फक्त क्वार्टरली इंटरेस्ट. ऑन दिस अमाउंट interest will be calculated for second quarter and so on. The amount of the end of 1 year by compound interest. Okay, so compound interest च्या फॉर्म्युल्याने काय अमाउंट येणार आहे? A is equal to P into 1 plus R upon 100 raised to n, आणि complete answer येते 108.72. Thus the amount of way of quarterly calculation exceeds that of the annual interest. आता लक्षात घ्या, इथं जरी आपल्याला अॅन्युअली इंटरेस्ट हा 8.70 जास्त दिसत असेल आणि 8.45 कमी दिसत असेल, पण जेव्हा तुम्हाला वर्षाच्या शेवटी पैसे भेटतील ते क्वार्टरलीचे जास्त असणार आहेत, अॅन्युअलचे नाही, जरी रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट कमी असला तरी. ओके, हे त्यांना इथे सांगायचंय. तो क्वार्टरली रेट ऑफ मेशन इंटरेस्ट इज 8.45% इज कॉल्ड ॲज अन nominal rate of interest, is called nominal rate of interest, and annualized return of 8.74 or 72% is called as a effective rate of interest. Okay, is everyone got this? Nominal rate of interest and effective rate of interest. Is everyone got this? Nominal rate of interest is 8.45%. म्हणजे आपल्याला क्वार्टरली जो रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट दिलाय तो 8.45% आहे. and annualized return is an 8.75 or 72% is called as an effective rate of interest. हे 8.72% कुठे आलंय? हे अमाऊंट मधनं अमाऊंट काढली आपण, लास्ट इयरला आपल्याला किती भेटणार आहे? 108.72%. So this 8.72% is called as an effective rate of interest. Are you getting this? Yes or no? Yes, Akanksha, you want to say something? Okay, no one can answer me, so I think all of you get this. Next one, there is an example is given here. If the rate of interest is 10.5% per annum, then what is the effective rate if compounding is done quarterly and half yearly? आता रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट आहे तुमचा 10.5% पर ॲनम, म्हणजे आर इज इक्वल टू 10.5, करेक्ट. आणि सपोज मी अमाऊंट पकडली 100 रुपीज प्रिन्सिपल, अँड इफेक्टिव्ह रेट फाइंड करायचा इज कंपाऊंडिंग फॉर क्वार्टरली अँड 1 इयर. क्वार्टरली मध्ये कसं येईल, 10.5% तुम्हाला 4 ने डिवाइड करायला लागेल, तेव्हा तुम्हाला रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट भेटेल. ओके, here n is equal to 4. So everyone knows this formula. Amount is equal to P into 1 plus R divided by 100 raised to n. Okay, so R is equal to 2.625, correct. We find this quarterly, and n is equal to 4. Okay, so this one is an 4 1. Okay, n is equal to 4. So put these values 100 into 1 plus 2.625 divided by 100 raised to 4. So we get approximately value 110.92. So effective rate of interest is 10.92%. How this find? This 110.92 minus 100. This is a principal, correct, and we get the effective rate of interest 10.92. Same thing for half yearly. Simply R is equal to 10.5 divided by 2. Okay, so 6 months. Here n is equal to 2 we get, and using the formula we get answer amount is equal to 110.78. Okay, approximately. So how to find rate of interest? 110.78 minus 100. So we get 10.78% is an effective rate of interest. So this one is an difference between nominal rate of interest and effective rate of interest. आता लक्षात घ्या, इथे अॅन्युअली जर तुम्ही फाइंड करत असाल तर तुम्हाला नॉमिनल रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट आणि इफेक्टिव्ह रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट याच्यामध्ये काहीच डिफरन्स भेटणार नाही. पण जेव्हा तुम्ही क्वार्टरली हाफली जर फाइंड करत असाल तर तुम्हाला इथे इफेक्टिव्ह रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट आणि नॉमिनल रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट ह्या दोन्ही मधला फरक दिसेल. ओके, नेक्स्ट वन, सिंपल annuities. In simple annuities, introduction is, we know that loans are made available by banks as well as other financial companies for the purchase of household items like furniture, TV set, refrigerator, to costlier items like flats, luxury cars. Okay, आपल्याला कोणत्या पण गोष्ट जर खरेदी करायची असेल तर आपल्याला सिम्पली लोन भेटू शकतं. ओके, आता सध्या जर मोबाईल जरी खरेदी करायचा असेल तर त्या मोबाईलवर सुद्धा लोन भेटतं. सो इन सच केसेस द पेमेंट ऑफ अ लोन इज मेड बाय द बॉरोवर इज कॉल्ड ॲज अ इन्स्टॉलमेंट. म्हणजे ती मंथली असू द्या, क्वार्टरली असू द्या किंवा इयरली असू द्या, इट्स कॉल्ड ॲज अन इन्स्टॉलमेंट. सो हिअर वी टेक one example. Suppose that an ownership flat whose cash down price is rupees 50 lakhs. Okay, फ्लॅट ची किंमत 50 lakhs आहे, कॅन बी परचेस बाय पेइंग 10 lakh कॅश डाऊन. म्हणजे जेव्हा त्यांनी परचेस केला तेव्हा त्यांनी 10 lakhs भरले. ओके, अँड रिमेनिंग अमाऊंट इन मंथली इन्स्टॉलमेंट फॉर ₹50,000 for 10 years. Okay, so thus here is a series of payment made at equal interval. Such series is called as a annuity. म्हणजे तुम्ही किती काळाने हे पैसे रिटर्न करणार आहात त्यात इक्वल इंटरवल असतात, दॅट मीन्स मंथली तुम्ही काहीतरी करणार आहे किंवा इयरली किंवा हाफ इयरली लाईक दॅट ऑर 2 years लॅटर इज. पण हा जो इंटरवल आहे हा प्रत्येक वेळेस 10 year साठी इक्वल इंटरवल असेल. ओके, सो इज कॉल्ड ॲज अन annuity. So some common definitions are here. ह्या डेफिनेशन व्यवस्थित लक्षात घ्या. Here we learn that annuity is a series of payment made at equal interval. Okay, the payments may be equal or different. पेमेंट करायचं असेल तुम्हाला एकत्र इक्वल किंवा डिफरंट पण असू शकतं. When payments are equal, the annuity is called as a simple annuity. Okay, what is meant by annuity here? Annuity is a series of payments made at equal intervals. If the payments are equal, the annuity is called as a simple annuity. Okay, here in a simple annuity, interval is also equal and payments done by anyone is called as a simple annuity. Okay, so time interval between two successive payments is called as a period of the annuity. Okay, and this may be in month, quarter, 6 month, or even in a year. So in above mentioned example, purchase of flat, the period is 1 month and the payments are to be made for 10 years. This span called as the status of the annuity. म्हणजे हा 10 years चा जो span आहे is called as the status of the annuity. When this span is fixed, as the present case, annuity is called as a certain annuity. Okay, म्हणजे 10 years मध्ये एवढे एवढे पैसे तुम्हाला त्या बँकेला किंवा तुम्ही जिथनं लोन घेतले त्यांना पे करावेच लागतील. ओके, हिअर स्पॅन इज इन फिक्स. 10 years ची तुम्हाला मुदत वाढून भेटणार नाही. इट्स कॉल्ड ॲज अ सर्टन अॅन्युटी. आणि काही काही अनसर्टन असतात. म्हणजे जर सपोज गव्हर्नमेंटला एखादा जर रिटायर्ड पर्सन आहे, त्या रिटायर्ड पर्सनला पेन्शन द्यायची, तर गव्हर्नमेंट ला माहित नाही किती दिवस तो माणूस जगणार आहे, आपल्याला किती दिवस त्याला पेमेंट द्यावं लागणार आहे. ओके, किती दिवस आपण त्याला पेन्शन द्यावं लागणार आहे. सो हिअर इज अन अनसर्टन स्पॅन. Here, for example, pension of a retired employee. Here, the paying authority does not know how long it will have to pay pension out to the employee. Such annuity is called as an annuity contingent. Okay, so the amount of a loan is 40 lakhs is called as the present value of the annuity. म्हणजे 50 लाखला त्यांनी फ्लॅट विकत घेतला होता, त्यातले 10 लाख त्यांनी डाऊन पेमेंट केलं होतं, राहिलेले 40 lakhs. 40 lakhs साठी त्याने कोणत्या तरी इन्स्टिट्यूशन कडनं किंवा अथॉरिटी कडनं किंवा बँकेकडनं लोन घेतले. तर 40 lakh इज कॉल्ड ॲज अ प्रेझेंट व्हॅल्यू ऑफ द अॅन्युटी. ओके, पण जेव्हा तो इन्स्टॉलमेंट करेल त्याच्यामध्ये काहीतरी रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट सुद्धा असणार आहे. ओके, सो तर तो रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट कसा करायचा? सिन्स द पर्चेसर डज नॉट हॅव दिस अमाउंट रेडी विथ हिम, सो हॅज टू टेक अ लोन and this loan is repaid along with compound interest. So present case, in this case, this rupees is 60 lakh. How? In every month he pays 50,000. Okay, so here, sorry, every year he pays 50,000. So here 120. How it get? 6 into 2 is an 120. So this amount is called as the amount of annuity. So 60 lakh त्याला 10 years मध्ये पे करावी लागतील, including compound rate of interest. Okay. So this one is sorry, not 12 into 6. This one is 12 into 10. 10 years आणि प्रत्येक इयर मध्ये 12 महिने असतात. आणि हे आपण तो मंथली 50,000 पे करणार आहे. सॉरी, he paid monthly 50,000 into 50,000 into in each year there is a 12 month and there are 10 years. So 12 into 10 is a 120. So 50,000 into 120 is equal to 60 lakhs. So it's called as an amount of the annuity. Amount of the annuity. ही जी 40 lakhs आहे ही प्रेझेंट व्हॅल्यू आहे annuity. जर त्याच्याकडे 40 लाख लगेच भरायला असतील तर तो डायरेक्ट 40 लाख भरू शकतो. पण जर त्याला 10 वर्षांचा वेळ लागणार असेल तर त्याला 60 लाख भरावे लागतील. ओके, इन्क्लुडिंग loan of interest. Loan. So interest rate. Next one, perpetuity. In sometimes the payments are made for year. So academic prizes such annuity is called as a perpetuity. म्हणजे काय? आता जे गव्हर्नमेंट अर्जुन पुरस्कार वेगवेगळे पुरस्कार देत असतं किंवा अकॅडमिक जे प्राइजेस देत असतं तर त्या प्राइजेस साठी जे पैसे असतात ते ऑलरेडी फिक्स असतात. ओके, म्हणजे ती लाईफ टाइम सगळ्यांना आपण जोपर्यंत हे जग अस्तित्वात आहे तोपर्यंत गव्हर्नमेंट हे सगळं देतच राहणार. ओके, सो ते दिस वन इज मेड फॉर युअर, सो इज कॉल्ड एज अ परपेच्युटी. आता नेक्स्ट वन इज अ सिंकिंग फंड. So a sinking fund is an account that is used to deposit and save money. Okay, this amount, a sinking fund is an account is used to deposit or save to repay a debt or replace an asset which gets on out period of time in the future. So in other words, it's like a saving account that you deposit money in regularly and can only be used for a set of purpose. So this one is a sinking fund. Next one, immediate annuity and annuity due. This concept is very simple. If the payment of the annuity are made at the beginning of each period is called as an annuity due. Okay, जर तुम्ही एखाद्याला पेमेंट करत असाल पण पिरियडच्या आधीच करत असाल तर इज कॉल्ड एज annuity due. आणि when payments are made at the end of each period, the annuity is called as immediate annuity. Immediate annuity. So recurring deposit is an example of annuity due. म्हणजे तुम्ही डिपॉझिट पैसे भरता बँकेत पण ते पिरियडच्या आधीच भरता. ओके, इज कॉल्ड एज annuity due. पण तो तुम्ही रेंट देत असाल हाऊस वगैरे कसलं पण रेंट तर ते तुम्ही पिरियड कंप्लीट झाल्यानंतर देता ऍट एव्हरी मंथ. ओके, so this one is an immediate annuity and annuity due. So formula for amount and present value of simple immediate annuity. Simple म्हणजे काय? Simple annuity here time interval is equal and also installment जे तुम्ही देणार आहेत ते पण इक्वल असतात. आणि इमिजिएट म्हणजे काय? आफ्टर कंप्लीटिंग each period तुम्ही हे annuity पैसे पे करणार आहात. ओके, प्रेझेंट व्हॅल्यू ऑफ सिंपल immediate annuity. So here P is an present value of immediate annuity. X is an periodic installment. ह्या कन्सेप्ट तुम्हाला लक्षात ठेवावा लागतील. Periodic installment. N is equal to number of installment and I is equal to rate of compound interest per rupee per period. आता लक्षात घ्या हा पर रुपी आहे, पर पिरियड. आता जर तुम्हाला रुपीज मध्ये हा रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट दिला असेल पर्सेंट मध्ये तर तो तुम्हाला रुपीज मध्ये कन्वर्ट करावा लागेल डिवाइडेड बाय 100. ओके, सो बिकॉज 1 रुपी इज इक्वल टू 100 पैसे. सो per rupee per period. So here formula is P is equal to x upon I into 1 minus 1 plus I raised to minus n. This one is a present value of immediate annuity and A denotes the amount of an immediate annuity. A is equal to x upon I into 1 plus I raised to n minus 1. Okay, to finding present value of immediate annuity and amount of immediate annuity, we required periodic installment, number of installment and rate of interest per rupee per period. and there is some relation between amount and present value of immediate annuity. Using this आपल्याला example solve करायचं. So relation between amount and present value of immediate annuity is an 1 upon P minus 1 upon A is equal to I upon X, and present value of perpetuity is equal to P upon X upon I. P is equal to X upon 1 I. Okay, so this one is an example. Is everyone got this concept? Yes or no? Are you getting this? Speak up. आणि बाकीचे स्टुडंट कुठे आहेत तुमचे? देर आर ओनली 27 स्टुडंट आर देअर. यस. आणि काल पण पीटीए मीटिंग आउट ऑफ 30 देर इज अ 7 पीपल. फाईन. Speak up. Speak up. Okay, I think all of you got this thing. No one can talk. So example. So find the amount of an immediate annuity of rupees 15,000 per year, payable for 12 years at 10% per annum. So here immediate amount in annuity amount delay, that means periodic installment, is an 15,000. How much year? There are 12 year, and I is equal to 10% per annum. So हा 10 ला 100 ने डिवाइड करून तुम्हाला हे काढायचे, कारण की I is an rate of interest per rupee per period. So it become 0.1. 10 divided by 100 is equal to 0.1. So our formula is amount of annuity is A is equal to 10% per annum. 10 divided by 100 is equal to 0.1. So our formula is amount of annuity is A is equal to 10% per annum. 10 divided by 100 is equal to 0.1. So our formula is amount of annuity is A is equal to 10% per annum. 10 divided by 100 is equal to 0.1. So our formula is x upon I into 1 plus I raised to n minus 1. So x is equal to 15,000, I is equal to 0.1 and into 1 plus 0.1. It become 1.1. Okay, 1.1 raised to n is equal to 12 minus 1. By solving this, do this on a scientific calculator. So 15,000 into 1.1 raised to 12 is an 3.1384 minus 1 is equal to 320764.26. So this will be the answer. So amount is equal to 3,20,764.26. So here this one is an example. Second one is a company wishes to set aside a certain sum at the end of each year, म्हणजे immediate annuity is there, okay, to create a sinking fund. If it should be amount is 10 lakh in 10 years. So here A is equal to 10 lakhs amount, N is equal to 10 years and 12% per annum. That means I rate, compound rate of interest per year per period is an 12 divided by 100. So it becomes 0.1. Find the sum to set aside of each year. That means तुम्हाला इथे x find करायचा आहे. So A is equal to 10 lakhs, N is equal to 10. आता ह्या एक्झाम्पल्स मध्ये तुम्हाला व्हॅल्यू समजल्या पाहिजे. A काय असेल, N काय असेल, I काय असेल आणि X काय असेल. सो तुम्हाला हे फॉर्म्युले पाठ करून ठेवावे लागतील. ओके, फाइंड द सम टू सेट असाइड इच इयर. म्हणजे प्रत्येक इयरला तुम्ही किती पेमेंट करणार. दॅट मीन्स पिरियडिक इन्स्टॉलमेंट तुम्हाला फाइंड करायची. सो फॉर दिस use the formula amount is equal to x monthly installment divided by I rate of interest per rupee into 1 plus I raised to n minus 1. Put the values. A is equal to 10 lakh is equal to x, I is equal to 0.12 into 1 plus 0.12 is equal to 1.12 raised to 10 minus 1. So here this 0.12 is, here there is a division, so in a LHS it become a multiplication. So 0.12, that means 12 divided by 100 is equal to x. 1.112 raised to 10 is 3.1058 minus 1. Okay, so it become 1,20,000 is equal to x. 3.1058 minus 1 is an 2.1058 into x. So x is equal to 1,20,000 divided by 2.1058 is equal to some number. So here company should set aside 56,985 per year for the required. This one is an example. Am I audible to all, clean and clear? सगळ्यांना हे दिसतंय ना सगळं? हे PDF, yes or no? Okay. So next example is, what is the purpose of a price of Parikshit Chitti of 15,000 per year at 10% per annum. So here 15,000 is an X, okay, and I is equal to 10% per annum. That means 10 divided by 100 is in 0.1. Okay, so the purchase price of perpetuity means present value of perpetuity is P. Okay, so X is equal to 1,500 and R is equal to 10% per annum. So I is equal to 0.1. So simply there is a formula for present value. Present value is equal to P is equal to X upon I is equal to 1,500 divided by 0.1. So it becomes 15,000. Okay. So P is equal to perpetuity. Present value of perpetuity is in P is equal to 15,000. So there are some example which is solved in your book. Next example, the present value of the annuity, that means P is equal to 3,600 per year of rupees 12,000. That means present value is 12,000. Annuity, that means installments are 3,600, and its amount at the set of same rate for the same period is a 15,000. Find the rate of interest. That means इथे I find करायचं. So amount is an 15,000, present value 12,000, and value of the annuity, that means installment, is 3,600. So we know this formula. R आपको find करना है rate of interest. Okay, that means I. So 1 upon P minus 1 upon A is equal to I divided by X. So here we know amount, present value P, and also installments. So here put this value in this formula and tell me the answer. Calculation करा आणि answer सांगा मला. 1 upon P minus 1 upon A is equal to I upon X. Tell me the value of I. So here 1 upon 12,000 minus 1 upon 15,000 is equal to I into 3,600. So दोन्ही साइडला 1,000 multiply केले. Why? Because just simplification, for a simplification this one is done. So by simplification it will be 1 by 12 minus 1 by 15 is equal to 10 by 36. All these 0 get cancels. So this calculation will be done, and I is equal to 36 divided by 600. That means 6 divided by 100. So this rate per rupee per period is rate percent per period is equal to 6 upon 100 into 100 is equal to 6. जर रेट आपल्याला पर पर्सेंट एनम मध्ये दिला असेल तर त्याला आय मध्ये कन्वर्ट करण्यासाठी काय करत होतो आपण, डिवायडेड बाय 100 करत होतो. आता आपण रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट काढलाय तो पर रुपी पर पिरियड आय मध्ये काढलाय, तर त्याला आपल्याला आर मध्ये जर कन्वर्ट करायचं असेल तर त्याला इंटू 100 करावं लागेल. ओके, सो रेट पर्सेंट पर इयर इज इक्वल टू 6. Is everyone got this? Yes or no? In next lecture, we learn about EMI, equated monthly installment. So, so leave the meeting, join the next lecture. Is anyone have any query? Yes or no? Okay. So leave the meeting, join the next lecture. Our next topic is equated monthly installment. So there is an what is mean by EMI. So first one, we find more and more people purchasing vehicles and homes by taking loans from the bank. Okay, so the repayment is generally made in monthly installments or a period of 1 year, 2 year, and so on. Okay, the monthly installment repayment is called as equated monthly installment EMI. There are two ways by which a bank or a housing finance companies charge the interest. Okay, so everyone knows what is meant by EMI. When we purchase any vehicle or any home, we take a loan from any uh, bank or any housing institution. Okay, any institution we take the loan. So the repayment is generally made in monthly installments over a period of 1 year. Why we do this? Because we have no money uh, to to
मॅम व्हॉइस कमी येतोय.
okay. Repayment is called as equated monthly installment. आता तरी व्यवस्थित येतोय का आवाज? Yes or no?
येस मॅम.
Okay. So this one is
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that means EMI. But there are two ways to finance companies charge interest. So first one, interest on reducing balance. There is an example. Suppose Mr. Desai takes a loan of rupees 15 lakhs from a bank for a period of 20 years at a 7.5% reducing balance. So here 15 lakhs from a bank is an a principal we take as a loan. Next one, period 20 years. So here in period we know and 75% rate of interest. Okay, 75% and is a period. So and which is years. So every month the EMI consists of a principal component, that means 15 lakhs, and interest component. There are two components are there. First one principal,
मॅम
next one
आवाज नीट नाही
interest.
येते.